According to the statistics, 5.3%.
I was gonna guess 5, and then I went lower. Yeah, because there's only one possible item there, so it's got to be low.
And that's 1,000 seeds that they tested. So out of 1,000 seeds, 53 of them had gravity at the Dragon location.
That's still that means there's still a chance. But yeah, this race is on here on Ponk game 2. Hero missing his initial moonfall, but hopefully we'll see a good race here coming up. And in these Chozos, always going to be Morph Ball first, so no surprises. But the first Chozo statue will have something random. Sort of.
Doing the math and assuming that no best of threes choose Chojo logic, we have a 56% chance of seeing gravity at Dragon this tournament.
Oh, dang. I like those odds. Although I haven't seen any Sulis Meridias in the playoffs yet. It's been I haven't seen all the games, but seen a couple.
A lot of the game too haven't been played yet.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, the scenario we were talking about to give Hero an advantage with first supers being hidden does not seem to be the case.
Doesn't seem like any supers are hidden. Let's just
and of course, that scenario may not actually exist because I think in Chozo you have to have logical supers at a Chozo statue to progress.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely seen some late supers, like supers behind Sporspo. Yeah, so I mean, it's got to exist. What you were saying, I mean, those wouldn't be the first logical, but they would, logic break the seed a little bit.
No, first logicals could be behind Spore Spawn.
Oh no, I meant the pipe supers, like you were saying. Yeah. So if first or behind Spore Spawn, then he could logic break it a little bit, get an advantage.
And here you can see that Hero, of course, being still a really good player and executing this wall climb very well, is still, see how many does it get to the top? About 8 seconds, 9 seconds behind Ponk, just purely on movement. And that's why we were saying it's definitely we're gonna have to see Hero pull out something to get the win here.
Yeah, and I dare say, I mean, it's a little hard to watch everything all at once here, but I dare say his climb was actually slightly cleaner than Ponk's on that ascent.
Ooh. Well, here's an opportunity. Screw attack means most likely they will check the gauntlet. And so it'd be interesting if Hero wants to gamble and say, I think Punk's going to check the gauntlet, so I'm going to skip it. Or if Hero says, I think Punk's going to skip it, so I should check it.
That's true.
And the answer is that Ponk decided to skip it, and let's see what Hero does.
And he's checking.
Hero's going for it. There we go.
Nice.
Will this pay off?
Stay tuned. You do have to do these set of tricky wall jumps, but I'm sure Hero will have no problem. And then with no E-tanks, this is definitely a gamble. If you accidentally end up in the lava, you pretty much are instantly dead. So what Hero?
The other thing that even if there's no item here, if Hero goes all the way through and gets some bombs and then goes back for 230 missiles, then that could still, and there's an item there, it could also give him an edge.
Yeah,
but definitely glad to see some route divergence.
Oh yeah, and this is what Hero needs, like you were saying. So,
well, he needs an item.
Yeah. But I mean, these are the kind of gambles. Oof, that was close.
Nice job getting it off in time. First logical power bombs at Brinstar Reserve.
Yeah, so that's not good for Hero, but
No, that is good. That means, ooh,
ooh,
just the wave beam.
yeah, Wave Beam. Wow, Ponk got that trick in
Nice.
the back there like first try. That was crazy.
Oh
I don't
yeah, no,
even.
it does mean Hero can't keep going through.
Yeah,
Well, wave beam will help, but definitely not the edge he was looking for.
nah. No. Do you know how that trick works there in the back early supers?
You get screw attack makes your frames slightly different sizes. So if you do it exactly the right time, you can get the screw animation into the blocks and boom.
Oh, okay.
There's our first reserve tank of the seed. So of course Chozo with their hell run logic is a bit weird. They require at least if playoffs, is it 2 or 3 of the Chozo tanks accessible for playoffs? I don't recall.
I think the tank requirements are the same in playoff logic for Chozo. It's just the Suitless Meridia that's changed, but I'm not 100% sure. Um, like on the spreadsheet we have, it looks like the only thing that's changed is the Suitless.
Sorry, Asder is correcting me. I don't know exactly how they get the screw frames into that block.
And apparently he's not telling. Yeah, so like the only change I see in blue on the spreadsheet for Chozo is the gravity behind Dragon. So I don't think there's any change in suitless and tank requirements.
Interesting that Ponk deciding to head down to Edikuns just wanted some extra miners, I guess.
Yeah, or autopilot. It happens. So and it is about 5:30 here, so I am gonna have to check off. Sorry I can't help you further.
No problem.
But yeah, hope it's a good race, and I'm glad we got to at least talk a little bit about the first and the second one here.
Now I feel like I should have put Maniacal over Asder in my bracket then. You can't explain how these tricks work.
Okay.
All right, well, good luck and have fun at the later matches.
Yeah, sounds good. Good luck to Hero and Ponk, and everybody follow
Let's hope we
Runar's
can.
here on commentary.
Well, this is interesting. Just did Ponk not realize that game 2 is Chozo?
Oh, is he checking Wave too? Oh yeah, he is.
Uh-huh. Well, he'll
Oh.
definitely realize it now.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you're I don't know, if you're not watching many of the playoffs, I guess you could have forgotten about it. I don't know. Yeah, he is backdooring Spore Spawn now, so he remembers now. But yeah, yeah, have a good race here, and see you guys soon.
We'll see what's behind Spore Spawn today without actually seeing him, of course. Speza! Hero, having the wave beam, I guess decides that this check is worth it. Sometimes it's harder to open that door with wave beam than it is with supers. Wow, we got 2 reserve tanks so far, neither of which is our Chozo reserve tank. Ammo hunting in Chozo. Ooh, early Varia. Well, that gives us some hopes of gravity being hidden. At this point, I'm going to think that Hero does not want an item to be behind 230 missiles, because he doesn't want to go back up that. I always think that in Chozo it makes way more sense to not do early game ammo hunting, just because with charge being logically required for Ridley and for Croc, and the lower numbers of locations, there's only a few really trolley locations like Shack Tool that it would be at, and so generally to me it tends to make more sense to wait to do your ammo farming for things like Wave Gate, and Eticoons. Stuff on the way, why not? Ponk going again for his always as impressive X-ray room strats. Hero's gonna really hope this is not a good sequence break. And it is the gravity suit. Well, that's not good for Hero. Hero is choosing also to head down. Having Varia, of course, that makes complete sense, especially in Chozo logic with one less item inside the wreck ship. Will he get bailed out with Space Jump at Spazer, like the runner I saw the other day? Nope, just Charge Beam. Alright, so we've got Hero being slightly ahead in rooms with a slight beam advantage, but Ponk having the gravity suit. Of course, Ponk not in go mode yet, still needs ice or speed. Likely would want to pick up another beam if possible. So it's not like he'll be skipping every item. Unfortunately, with Hero finding charge, now Crocomire is in logic, and he may choose to go down to Crocomire. Well, let's hope Space Jump shows up soon and not bombs. As long as the item that, or grapple, as long as the item that unlocks logical X-ray is not in the wreck ship, Hero's not too screwed, except that Cred's dead again. We can clearly see on the left the proper Kraid dance versus Ponk just being so cruel and turning Kraid down. Kraid just wants a date. What's wrong with that? Just our Chozo missiles behind Kraid. Hero and Ponk both still checking for a few more miners. Not a bad decision. Generally want 15 power bombs before you stop checking. Hero doing the ice beam check first, where Ponk doing high jump. No idea which one of these is faster to do first versus second. Ah, plasma beam. And X-ray at the high jump. Well, there's our microwave combo for both runners. I would say that makes it more likely that Hero is going to go check Ranomizer now that the kill is just that much easier. Expect to see maybe a little more minor hunting. They still would like to find another power bomb pack, but probably not going to be too much. Just some missiles at Cathedral. As someone who didn't watch too much of Season 1, I'm still waiting for that seed where first power bombs is. Yeah, I don't know why Hero skipped X-Ray when he already has charge and plasma. That's very weird. And with that, now Ponk has taken the room lead. Of course, Hero still lacking his gravity suit. Yes, we're talking that Hero did not pick up the X-ray scope that was at high jump, despite having charge and plasma. Just an E-tank at the speed boost. Wonder if Ponk is gonna grab that wave item on the way down. Neither runner having a way to get out of the screw attack room yet. Looks like he is. Smart choice. And he fell down. Ooh, nice. Almost a. I didn't even know you could recover that way. Nice. And the grapple beam. We'll see if Hero decides, yes, I should get grappled this time. Yes, he does. Still no way to escape screw attack room. So I wonder if either runner will consider going to Croc before Lower Norfair, or if they go to Lower Norfair and check the screw attack item. Looks like Ponk is just going to be heading straight there. Hero, not having gravity, I guess decides that Croc might be more worth it. Or just wants to take the other way to Lower Norfair. You never know. There's not an item there, Hero. This is Chozo. Wait. You have the grapple beam if you wanted to go across. What are you doing, Hero? Ponk with the easy gravity jump. Ponk is taking the save. Looks like he'll be checking the screw room. The real question is, why is Hero trying to check Norfair Reserve? And if he is trying to check it, why doesn't he just grapple it? There we go. And of course, be terribly disappointed by finding a miner back here. I love how he skips the super as he seems to remember. And space jump at the screw attack item. Wow, Ponk finding everything he needs. Definitely Hero. If Hero finds ice or speed at Croc. Oh, he looks like he's saving, so he can reset out if he wants to. So that's also our logical X-ray access. Unfortunately, if Hero finds... I feel like Hero should find something here, or the wreck ship is where he needs to go. Because he doesn't have logical access to Lower Norfair, which gets him the gravity. And he doesn't have logical access to he doesn't have logical access to Lower Norfair to get him space jump to get gravity. He doesn't have access to X-ray item logically to still get gravity. But it could just be something like bombs behind here. I don't know if... Because if its problem is if it's ice or speed, that's good for Hero. That's the only way that actually helps Hero in the long run. But then, unless he can high jumpless lava dive or lava spark, then I don't think he can actually. That'll actually help him in the long run. So this will be rough for Hero. We'll see what he finds. Meanwhile, Ponk heading into his Ridley fight. 30 supers, charge plasma, should be 4 tanks and 2 reserves, should be a pretty clean fight. And it is the speed booster at Ranomizer. Of course, I do expect, well, so we'll see if Ponk goes in to the Ranomizer area right after his Ridley fight. That's what I would expect him to do. Hero grabbing some more supers, which is weird because he skipped the supers at Norfair Reserve. Ridley doing the pogoing. Dang, Ponk, only losing 72 energy. Clean Ridley kill. And there's the ice beam. So Ponk is in go mode. We'll be heading straight to Dragon. Poor Hero. This seed could not have gone worse for him in terms of the item placements. This is almost a jet seed for Ponk. I can't think of, except for the 2 checks he did when he thought it was major minor, he's pretty much gotten progression at every item. This is going to be a fast seed from Ponk, that's for sure. So the fastest win so far in the tournament is a 46-43. It will be Hero going for the high jump list. Let's see if he can do it. No, has to reset. This will be on Ponk. We're gonna watch his wonderful execution going through these rooms. I said the wonderful execution as he goes through the rooms. This is the playoff match, Game 2 of the Super Metroid Randomizer League between Ponk and Hero 82. Ponk right now has a commanding lead in this Chozo Logic race. I'm sure Hero is praying for some sort of multiple catch-up hit or something for Ponk. Speed is at Ranomizer, but Ponk found the ice beam after Ridley, so does not need it. Hero trying again for the high jumpless lava dive. It will be definitely very interesting in the credits to see where high jump boots and bombs. Ooh, nice job, Hero, getting through. That trick is rough. It'll be interesting to see where, because it had to have been logical access for Lower Norfair somewhere in the wrecked ship. So bombs or well, Hero did find grapple, sorry. So no, he does have logical access to gravity right now, which gives him logical Lower Norfair. So it's very possible that high jump boots are somewhere buried in Meridia. We will mark 2 wins for Ponk once he gets into the ship. Anything can happen. This is not an easy game. Sure, it's unlikely that Ponk dies, or messes up, or if he goes for stand up and messes it up. But I've seen crazier things happen. Hero does at least find his space jump, and so will most likely be checking. Ooh, nice pillars. Most likely, will definitely be checking X-ray, and we'll find that gravity suit pretty easily. So. Ponk is like, come on, I want to get through this door. Let's go. Hero, there you go, Hero. Stupid, I do always like to see the Ice Beam strats from Kip and Worst Room in the Game from Low Percent. Those are some pretty cool Worst Room in the Game strats. Without Speed Booster, it's a little slower for Ponk to get out of Meridia, but heading towards his Fantoon fight. Hero will be having a little more dangerous fight than Ponk going into Ridley with only 2 tanks, no reserves, and no Crystal Flash ammo right now. But he'll likely farm up that Crystal Flash ammo. And at this rate, I'm trying to recall how long it takes to get from the ship to Mother Brain back to the ship, trying to project where Ponk's gonna finish this seed out at, besides for the answer of blazing fast. Yeah, crystal flashing during the Ridley fight would be... It's possible, but it's... Ooh, missed a super. There we go, got Ridley into his pogo. We'll see if Ponk chooses to X-Ray Phantoon. A little harder than X-Raying Dragon. Oh, Hero now! Oh, he's got 2 reserves, not 1. Good. At this point, he should be able to clean up this fight, although you never know with Ridley's tail. Yep, and Ponk. Ooh, Hero. No! Everyone press F in chat. Luckily for him, he does have his Norfair save. Meanwhile, Ponk headed straight towards Turian. The better racers in chat will have to tell me if 10 minutes from this spot is a reasonable Turian Mother Brain escape without speed. Doesn't even need the... Interesting that he doesn't think he needs the ship refill. 4 supers to get through the Metroids is a little low. But I guess if you're doing grouping strats, it should be just fine. Interesting. Hero deciding that it's not worth it to go back for the space jump. And changes his mind and is like, I don't want to do this without space jump. Ooh, opening that door with one of your supers. You only got 3, Ponk. Ponk is also missing the wave beam. I think that only adds like 4 shots to Mother Brain, though, to not have wave. There we go, getting a few more supers. No speed again for Ponk, so also no baby skip. Also no high jump boots, so. Misses the giant pack of supers right there, but... Oh, nice D-boost off the hoppers. No idea, because the statistics do not keep track of which seeds were which for Ponk's times. Could go calculate it. Oh, the D-boost was from the Rinka. Interesting. Pasted the spreadsheet in chat that has all of the previous races, if anyone was interested. Uh-oh, Hero. Oh no, he got caught by the acid. Oh, he's got to be so mad. Unfortunately, that's not a Curse the Flashable ammo. Definitely not Hero's day. Ponk making quick work of Mother Brain 1 on to Mother Brain 2. Choosing to unload some ammo before switching to his charge shots. So at this point, if Ponk dies, he will respawn at about the same place that Hero is at, but with gravity. So that is Hero's only shot. And Hero still keep on fighting, but Ponk entering phase 3 with his stand-up. Gonna get a blazing fast time on this seed. Wonder what Ponk's any percent record is. Obviously, we should all give props to Hero. Making it into the playoffs is no small feat. He did quite excellently throughout the season. Yes, Ponk's best any percent time is a 47.52. So this will not only be his fastest Rando seed, but maybe his fastest time beating Super Metroid ever. Only thing that could have made this faster for Ponk is if Speed Booster had been one of the items he was able to find easily instead of being at Ranomizer. Looking like this will be a 45 something from Ponk, maybe. And of course, Ponk will save the animals. Can't forget that. You gotta wonder if he always saves them, so even when he's heading for the fastest time, he's still gonna save them, right? Yes, he will. Good man, Ponk. And with Ponk heading to the ship, he will finish with an official SRL time of 46:00. GG's to Ponk. And with that, unfortunately, Hero has also decided to forfeit from the match. But with how awful that was from him, that doesn't necessarily surprise me. We'll see if we can get the players in for an interview. That he could have had the 45, except that he is a good man. He saves his animals. Yes. Everyone, please follow the runners. You will be able to see more of Ponk as the playoffs for the Randomizer League commence, but definitely also GG's to Hero for getting this. The runners played a full 9 weeks of games, and Hero, I believe, was 8-1 on the regular season. Oh no, Hero was 7-2, and I believe got in through the play-in race. And yeah, and don't forget that Hero had to get to this Ridley, he had to high jumpless lava dive with 2 tanks, 2 reserves to get through. Not an easy trip. We're seeing if we can get Ponk in for interview. Understandably, Hero is a bit wants to maybe take a break. There will be more randomizer action coming up later today with the all three matches of the cross product versus Dirksu match, and then continuing tomorrow night with game 2 and if necessary, game 3 of Azure against Maniacal. Still trying to see if we can get Ponk in here for an interview, just having a few more Discord. Looks like the SG staff is trying to get an invite in for Ponk, and there he is. Welcome, Ponk.
Hello.
GG, well played.
Thank you.
Fastest seed of the entire season for anyone. Nice
Oh
job.
yeah. Thank you. I was surprised I didn't actually know what was the fastest seed, but obviously that seed played out very, very well. That X-ray check was, I don't know, I was just killing it.
Absolutely clutch.
Hmm.
Yeah, the previous fastest seed was a major minor by a real cutie, 46.43, and then the fastest Chozo seed was Sloater's 46.53.
Interesting. Surprised that Shozo's has been slower than Major Minor. You would expect it to be the other way around with more important checks, but I don't know. It was so weird too because I kept forgetting that it was Chozo and not Major Minor, and I kept checking stuff that I didn't have to check.
I did want to ask you about that Edikuns check, and then I think you really realized once you saw the Wavegate item.
Yeah. Like Edikuns, I went down there and realized, oh yeah. And it was like, okay, at least like 2 quick minors. And then when I hit Wavegate, I was like, okay, I really need to stop doing that. Oh yeah, worked out. Only thing I was not 100% sure about was Gauntlet. It's always in a very weird spot to me. But I don't know, worked out. Not sure what was there, if there was anything there.
Wave Beam. Hero actually checked it right after getting the screw attack.
No, that would have been nice, but not sure if it would have been worth the cost, but I don't know. So what happened to Hero? He was just...
Well, so, right, the logical access to gravity was actually in the wreck ship. I didn't see if it was bombs or high jump boots. But, so he got all the items, found Speed Booster at Ranomizer, went down, ended up doing a 2-tank, 2-reserve, high jumpless lava dive. Died twice on that. Died against Ridley, because he's so low energy.
Oh, dang.
Had a rough time.
That high jump is solid. I'm just rough, though.
And then in game 1... Oh, no, you're right, yeah. Grapple. They had found Grapple. I couldn't remember where it was. But Grapple...
Oh, yeah, Grapple at Wave Beam.
Was the logical access to Gravity Suit.
Right.
But then, looks like Hero is like, I need to learn how to do this. Didn't quite make it that time. But then in game 1 was also pretty close, except that Hero went to Firefly and is like, I don't need that grapple beam.
Oh, no.
That hurt.
Did he do the X-ray thing to get to?
No, he full checked everything and then eventually went back down for grapple beam.
Ouch. Okay. Dang. Oh.
You said there was something that you wanted to say in the IRC chat?
Right, yeah. So just a little off topic, I suppose. We are closing down on the Christmas season. And as a little tradition, since 2 years now for the 3rd year in a row, we will be hosting, or I'll be hosting rather, a special Super Metroid Christmas puzzle community race. So in case you've never even seen or heard of puzzles, there are like mini challenges for Super Metroid and other games where the puzzle creates specific rules and specific goals to do. And every year we have a Christmas puzzle race. Usually these puzzles are around the easier side of things, so anyone can finish them. And just a really nice get-together in the community, you know, just so inviting everyone who is familiar with this game to join the puzzle race. It's going to be on the last Sunday before Christmas, the 22nd, probably around like evening time EST. And if you don't want to join, you might as well just watch. It's just great to get together with the community, and appreciating everyone who is interested in joining that.
Nice job. The puzzles are always fun. I really liked the one where someone started up the game and then the game instantly finished, and that was the fastest way to beat the puzzle.
Yeah, that was Shmemin in the last puzzle. That was interesting.
So right, your next match. Let's see if I can figure out who it's against. Your next match, you'll be facing Zeb316. How do you feel about that?
I feel confident. I do intend on winning this thing, so yeah, nice. I guess I can't say anything other than feeling confident.
Well, you hear that, Zeb? You're getting trash talked. I don't know if you're still in chat or not.
I wouldn't call that trash. So
well, if it makes you feel better, in my bracket, I have you losing to Sloters in the finals. So I'm counting on you.
I don't know. I won 3-1 against Sloters in the SM Rad tournament recently. So I think I'm gonna get my redemption this season. We already had the Ponk Sloters final last season in the playoffs.
Taking fastest time, so
right. We'll see. I would definitely appreciate another finals against Sloters. We already had that in season 1 in the playoffs. He won, so I'd like to get that title back. I don't know.
We'll have to see. Any idea when you think you'll be able to schedule up with Zeb?
Next weekend? Question mark? When he's available? Something like that.
All right. Well, thanks again for coming, and we will look forward to seeing your next race. And then, of course, GG's to Hero. Just because you lost, you still deserve to be here, buddy. That was a good showing.
Yeah, I think he wrote something along the lines of he had no business being here. Obviously, that's just bullshit. He played really well throughout the entire season. So, GG.
Quite well in the play-in race, too.
Right. So yeah, thanks again for commentating as well, and you guys have a great evening.
And for everyone else, we will see you next mission, which is in about 2 hours for Cross Product Dirksen.